Guys, how are you? I'm doing good. This is Christy. I have some information for you about the pre-op diet. I'm on day 6, as I'm sure you probably know from my Friday video that I did. It's just a short little video. Anyway, I'm actually starving. I know I'm not really, but I never feel full. I dream about food at night. Makes me feel really extra fat. But, like seriously, I've been dreaming about food I don't even like macaroni and cheese with hot dogs in it. Who even likes that? Anyway, I wanted to talk about, I have some guidelines, some updated guidelines. So with the pre-op diet, it is meant to prepare your body for surgery by following a low carbohydrate diet that will force the liver to shrink and become easier for your surgeon to move out of the way to perform the procedure. The immediate preoperative dietary guidelines have changes since you received your patient notebook in the beginning. Anyway, the changes are: if you have a 4-week or 6-week diet, please follow the same. Anyway, the new pre-op diet timeline is you will start all liquid pre-op diet 14 days prior to surgery. Now, with me, the day that I went up to have my 2-week, pre-op meeting, what is it called, David, when you go before surgery? Is it just pre-op? Okay, yeah, just pre-op, sorry. Anyway, I went to my pre-op, and she went ahead, and that would have been the beginning of the 14 days, but she said since I had to travel 2 hours out of town and I didn't bring any shakes, she would go ahead and let me eat that day. So we went to Five Guys and Fries, which we don't have where I live, and it was amazing. That was like the best burger I've ever had, and their french fries are the best french fries. They're almost like little JoJo's, the breaded ones, not the big gross ones. But anyway, they're really good. And so I did that, and so basically I'm going 13 days without eating food. I'm just having protein shakes. I usually have 5 to 6 a day. I have broth. I have sugar-free Jell-O. I decided not to get sugar-free popsicles because I just don't like popsicles. So why force myself to eat something when A, it's not really going to fill me anyway, and B, I don't like it. I don't like the coldness of it or anything. I know, it's horrible. That's why I like ice cream to be melty, but I definitely cannot have ice cream, not for a very long time, and I don't plan on going back to regular ice cream ever. But maybe Halo Top sometime in the future, but very rarely. Anyway, it says that you'll start the diet 14 days prior to surgery, and then in the book it had said to not have shakes the day before surgery, but the update says that you will continue this on the day before surgery. You must complete your last protein shake by midnight, and you also have to consume 32 ounces of a full sugar sports drink like Gatorade or Powerade. And she basically wants you, she doesn't want you to chug that or drink it in an hour or two. She wants it to last about 16 hours. So what she suggested was putting it in with water, like putting a little bit of it in with 16 ounces of water, and so you're drinking a tiny bit at a time, but you have to finish it by midnight. So the whole drinking slowly is quite hard for me. And then it says, stop all liquids, including the sports drink, 2 hours prior to your surgery check-in time, which I think that means like everything. I'm assuming since you're supposed to consume 32 ounces of sports drink the day before, that you can't continue after midnight. It doesn't say that, but I'm assuming that. And then it says NPO until... NPO is a Latin term. It basically means nothing by mouth. So the only pill I'm allowed to take is, I can't remember what it's called. It's a really long name. It's the name brand is Synthroid. It's for my hypothyroidism, and I'm allowed to take that pill and only that pill. I can't take any of my diabetes medicine the day before or the day of, and I actually need to write that down so that I don't forget, because otherwise I'll forget. And that could be detrimental. You know, they're telling me this for a reason. Anyway, I am getting more scared because I have 7 days until my surgery next Monday, and I'm getting a little nervous. I had complications during my gallbladder removal, and I couldn't breathe in or out when I woke up, and it felt like they took forever to get to my bed to help me. They had to give me epinephrine injection into my IV, and I eventually started coughing, and the more I coughed, the higher my oxygen levels went. Anyway, back to the hospital stay. So they said that if there's no problems and I'm getting my water down like I'm supposed to, like 4 little 1-ounce cups an hour, that's every 15 minutes, and I don't have complications from surgery, I should be able to go home on Tuesday midday. If not, then it'll be Wednesday, and I'll have to stay Tuesday night as well. But I'm hoping for only one night so that I can actually get some sleep. Because, you know, in hospitals, I don't know if you've ever stayed in a hospital overnight, but they check on you like every half hour or less. It's very annoying and hard to sleep. Plus with, you know, I don't know what machines I'll have around me making noises, like the oxygen machine or whatever. And my husband will be staying with me in the hospital. And I think that's really cool that they let them do that. They'll provide either a cot or a reclining chair for him to sleep in. I'm hoping he'll be able to sleep that way. He doesn't seem to have a hard time sleeping in a reclining chair at home, so I'm hoping it'll be okay for him. Anyway, I think it's really awesome he's staying with me instead of just dropping me off and then coming back, because that would be a waste of gas anyway. It's a 2-hour drive there and a 2-hour drive back. So, and let's see what else it talks about. Okay, so what to bring. Just a second, let me move my notes so I'm not like just staring way far away. Okay, so it says what to bring for your weight loss surgery program. You want your weight loss surgery program notebook or bariatric surgery guide. You want your insurance cards and photo ID, of course, so they know who you are. Any deductibles, co-insurance, or co-payment applicable to your hospital stay, which thankfully I don't have any of those. I have a 0 copay with my insurance. A list of current medications and dosages. Oh, I did not know that. I didn't realize that. I'm going to have to write those down. Even though they should have them, they went over them with me like a million times. A list of food and drug allergies. That's easy. Penicillin and cephalexin, both antibiotics. No food allergies. Well, I'm kind of lactose intolerant, but it doesn't bother me too much. I just get a slight stomach ache. A copy of your advanced directives, if you have one, living will, double power of attorney, durable power of attorney for healthcare. CPAP or BiPAP machine if you have one. I do not have sleep apnea, so I do not have those, which is good because I cannot. It's going to be hard for me when I'm recovering because I cannot sleep on my back. So I'm going to be sleeping in the reclining chair. And then The only thing they say about having an overnight guest is that it just cannot be a child. So, I don't know why. I'm assuming because kids like to run around, and if their parent is in bed recovering from surgery, they're not going to listen as well. I mean, I guess if the other parent was there, they would be, but for some reason they don't allow children, so get a babysitter. Have them have a sleepover. And basically, then I'll have check-in at 9, and I'll have surgery at 11. And I have to read more of this, but yeah. So let me tell you a little backstory about me. I started getting overweight when I was 10. Now, my grandma would I would eat at like 8 in the morning and then want to eat at noon. And she would be like, "You're eating again?" And she was always saying things like that, or saying that I was going to get fat. And so I started eating a lot more, like when she went to bingo. I would get into the food and just eat whatever I could get a hold of. So that started my binge eating disorder. And I'm not blaming her. I chose to eat those things. I was 10. I was old enough to sort of know what was healthy or not. And it wasn't just her either. It was other people. I was just chubby. And then it kept getting worse. And then when I was 17, I lost, let me see. Well, I think I lost like 35 pounds or something. It was either 35 or 40 pounds. I was at 180 something and I went down to 145, and I exercised a lot, and I basically only ate once a day. I was starving myself, and I kept that off for quite a while. I didn't start regaining until I was 19, because unfortunately, even though I had lost weight and exercise, I did not change my eating habits, and I continued to eat fast food or junk food. Like at work, instead of lunch, I'd get like some cookies out of the vending machine and a pop. I even had my boss come and tell me I was still 145 then, so I wasn't too fat or anything. And I was athletic because I worked out a lot. I would do like 2 exercise videos and then go for a really long walk like every day. And so what happened is that I started slowly decreasing exercising because I was working and didn't have as much time. I know, that's a lame excuse. You should make time. But then I stopped exercising altogether, and by the time I was 20, I had gotten up to 190, and then I went on Depo-Provera shot, and it made me gain 30 pounds. And then my weight just escalated, and my highest weight was 290. I'm at 274 right now, and I've always just been the fat friend, the funny friend. You know, I have friends who think they're prettier than me because I'm fat, and I don't mean to sound vain, but they're not prettier than me. They're just smaller than me, and there is a difference. But I don't care. I'm not letting anyone sabotage my success at all just because they're jealous or whatever. And this is really exciting for me, but this is getting kind of long. So I will probably, I'm still thinking of ideas for Fridays, but I will post a makeup video on Wednesday. So I'll see you guys later. Bye. Say goodbye to the unicorn. Bye, unicorn.